Hello Blood Bowl fans, and welcome to another great week of action from Division 4 in the Blood and Tears PS4 League. As week 3 kicks off, the 3 promotion places are still within reach of all of the league. The first matchup was the second place Nordland Blitzers versus the Myth Draenor Dredgers, who are looking to pick themselves up from back-to-back defeats. The Blitzers started out the blocks fast, with a turn 2 touchdown by the catcher Mindgald, partly due to a lucky kick-off event. They then kept the pressure on with another touchdown, giving them a 2-0 lead, the catcher Mindgald performing well. However, excellent passing play by the Dredgers saw them strike back just before half-time with a touchdown, making it 2-1 going into the second half. The second half saw the match seesaw between the two teams, with both teams able to go clear. However, the Elves managed a key dodge and scored a turn 14 touchdown, levelling the game at 2-2, which remained the final result. A hard-fought match, seeing the Dredgers show off their attacking potential with some great passing plays. The defensive teams better watch out. Next up is third placed Haunted Forest versus league leaders Burning Knucklers in what proved to be a hotly contested match, with both sides dealing damage to each other, with knockouts giving Haunted Forest the edge in the first half, but the humans pressed hard, with Lead Yoke, the human blitzer, injuring Grave Robber the Ghoul and breaking for the touchline. However, a failed dodge made it difficult for the humans, especially with Forest jumping on the foul train. Burzo the Hunter, the Haunted Forest White, made a run on the left flank, with Burning Knucklers unable to stop the turn 7 touchdown, giving Forest a 1-0 lead. Teddy Tom put the Knucklers on the attack straight away, but Forest curtailed that, injuring counter-punch the thrower, leaving the Burning Knucklers trailing at half-time. Burning Knucklers smashed forwards in the second half, in a cage around the ball carrier. Haunted Forest struggled to break into it, and the dazzling movement of the humans across the pitch, making them hard to pin down, and the Knucklers probed Forest's defensive line for a weakness, finally making a breakthrough, resulting in a turn 13 touchdown by Glassjaw, levelling the match 1-1. Despite Forest's specialty in turn 16 touchdowns, they couldn't pull it off today, with the final score remaining 1-1, and yet again Forest raising a dead player to play for them. Overall, an absolute violent game, which could have gone either way, and both teams maintain their unbeaten record for another week. OFMC versus Great Balls of Fire was up next, both teams giving out punishing blocks. However, Groovy's Norse getting the first touchdown on turn 8, giving OFC a 1-0 lead, as the Dwarfs couldn't break down the Norse attacks. Although the Wizards' fireball stopped the initial attack, the Norse couldn't be stopped, with expert game management leaving the Dwarfs trailing 1-0 by half-time. Both teams, having taken a battering, including a sending off for OFMC's dirty fouling tactics, it was all to play for. However, the Balls of Fire handling skills being somewhat lacking, it provided OFMC the chance to run down the loose ball, resulting in a turn 11 touchdown, so it's 2-0 to OFMC. With his team under pressure, Warren opened his attack up. However, the furious assault of OFMC shut down the Chaos Dwarf attack, and the North scored a third touchdown on turn 16. Great performance by OFMC, but Great Balls of Fire not far off the pace and had a great bashing match, and could prove difficult as the season progresses. The last match of the week was the Pain Boys versus Darkblade 34, with the Pain Boys riding high after a win last week. They aimed to keep the momentum going. The Pain Boys took no prisoners this match, Darkblade 34 sustaining 55 blocks in the whole match, taking 2 injuries as well as 6 knockouts, and the Pain Boys fouling any elf they could get their boots into. But the ref was on the ball, sending 2 players, 2 of the offending orcs off. Darkblade 34 tried their best to get a skillful game going, but they were ground down by the thuggish orcs, resulting in a turn 7 touchdown and also a turn 16 touchdown, Both great running plays by the Orcs, despite some good defensive efforts by Darkblade 34. The final score was 2-0 to the Pain Boys, with Kaz's Dark Elves unlucky with the dodge rolls, unable to stand up to the sheer hitting power of Borkbot's Orcs. At the end of week 3, here are the standings. Burning Knucklers still at the top, as well as Northern Blitzers closely behind in second. Haunted Forest maintain their third place position, snapping at their heels. OFMC moved up into fourth place, leapfrogging the Pain Boys, who are now in fifth. The Myth Draenor Dredgers moving up from the bottom of the division, slotting into sixth place. Darkblade 34 maintaining their seventh place, whilst YNC's Great Balls of Fire plummeting to eighth, ready to explode into action next week hopefully. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for next week's action.